All right, welcome, and we're going to talk about x and y intercepts. So on a graph of a line, or when we talk about the relationship between two variables, x and y, on a rectangular plane, we often want to know what are the x and y intercepts. So very plain and very simple, the x-intercept is the point where the graph intersects the x-axis. The y-intercept is the point where the graph of the line or the equation intersects with the y-axis. Okay, so we're talking about a point, right? So we're not talking about a number. So when we say the y-intercept is 3 or the x-intercept is 4, we don't want to say that because it's a point, right? So in this generic example here, this graph intersects the x-axis at the point a comma 0. So we would say that this is the y-intercept, or excuse me, the x-intercept. The y-intercept here is 0 comma b because that's where it's intercepting the y-axis. Now notice that the x-axis, or excuse me, the x-intercept is where the value of the y-coordinate is 0, and the y-intercept is where the x-coordinate is 0. So we're going to use that to help us find the x and y-intercepts by saying, okay, we want to know what value or values do we get for x when we set y equal to 0, and also what values of x do we get, or excuse me, y do we get? Let me say that again. So for the x-intercept, we're going to set the y value to 0 and see what values we get. And then for the y-intercept, we're going to set the x equal to 0 and see what values that we get. Okay? So I think I'm saying that right. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to do. Now, the other thing too is just be aware that there may not be an x-intercept, or there may not be a y-intercept. There are some cases, lots of cases actually, where there won't be a y-intercept. Maybe there's more than one. Maybe there's only one. Maybe there's none. So for example, if you get an imaginary solution, right? We talked about that. If you get an imaginary solution to your equation when you are trying to find the x and y-intercept, then that tells you that there is no y-intercept or x-intercept if that's the case. Okay, so we'll do an example as well, but just keep that in mind. We're going to use our technique by setting either x equal to 0 to find the y-intercept, or we're going to set y equal to 0 to find the x-intercept.